Muted! We are muted is what we are. We are muted is what we are. Now we're not. Sorry about that. Alright, so it is time. I've had a little break. Had a little rest. It was warm in here. Okay, so I've been thinking about the inventory system and I want to do something a little bit crazy. Crazy! Okay, I'm glad I gave you the warning. So what do I mean by crazy? Well, crazy good. In my opinion. Okay, so here is the design document. It's very professionally made. Okay, I hired a team of experts to make this up for me. I obviously consulted on this, you know, so it's still all my idea. But yeah, a team of professionals put this together. Just ignore me. Right. I was thinking about splitting the inventory system into two parts for the UI. So we have this side and we have this side. And on this side, usually we would have dynamic tabs, right? So we're going to have the different types of inventory items filter the results on the right. But also, Party Manager can use this side of the inventory system to display the character. There she is, looking rather voluptuous, with the 4 body part slots. And then as you click a slot, I want to equip the head. Inventory Manager displays only head items for this character role. Similarly for body, similarly for arms, similarly for legs. Because equipping gear really is pulling things from inventory, right? So it makes sense that it should be handled by the inventory system. But then I had to think about how Party Manager is going to work with presets and stuff. And I think Madoka made a mistake, because the way Madoka does it, let me just use green for Madoka, and that's pink, isn't it? Power of pink. We use purple, you can't read pink. Okay, the power of pink for Madoka. So the way Madoka does it is you have presets. You have about 8, right? So you have presets 1 to 8, and then you get to save the characters in 8 different presets. And then on the domain screen, on the level screen, you get a drop down which lists your presets, right? It's not really a drop down, but whatever, it's close enough, right? And that displays character A, B, and then there's its 5, right? So it's D and E. So let's say this is your first preset. You can decide to change it from the domain screen to preset 2, and then A, B, C, D, E will load from preset 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you also have the option to, I think it says arrange. Arrange button lets you edit one of those presets. Now, here's why I think that's a mistake. What that forces the player to do, and I've done this several times in Madoka and it's rather annoying, it forces the player to use one of the existing presets, which you can name and save, if you want to create a custom party specific for this domain, or for specific just for the day or whatever, right? If you want to experiment and use different weapons, well, there are portraits there, different characters, different portraits, whatever, you want to do something a little bit different to how you normally do it, you are forced to update a preset in order to run that dungeon. So it's like their system has to load from a preset. You only have 8 team compositions, and that's the end of it. What I think they should have done is what I'm going to do here. There should be one preset that is always set in stone, which is the current party preset, and this preset is the team composition that is going to run any fight at all. And then all you do is you constantly keep track of this. So the last 4 characters in this game, the last 4 characters that you used are going to be the same 4 characters in the next domain, and the next domain, and in the next domain. But you have an option to copy from presets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. What that allows you to do is everything you could possibly imagine, right? You might say, well, I kind of want preset 6, but I want to change my shielder. So then you can say, okay, give me preset 6. So now current party becomes preset 6. But what Madoka doesn't offer is now you can edit this party. So you could go back, change current party, you can go back to party manager, and now change your shielder or make changes, whatever you want. And those changes are not going to overwrite the preset because we have a separate build here, right? We have a separate data struct here that holds the current party. So you can make, you know, change team without wiping preset. So that offers you the best of all worlds, I think, as a player. And you don't even need to make a preset if you don't want to. You might just be playing with a certain group of people on a certain day for a particular reason or whatever. You don't even need to stick them in a preset if you don't want to. Whereas Madoka forces you to have a preset. Even when you're starting the game, you are using preset A, even in the tutorial, because it only loads presets 1 to 8 or however many there are, right? So I think having it this way, you have a current party. Then you also offer 8 presets or whatever we want. And you can copy from preset to current party, even from the domain screen. But you don't have to overwrite any of those presets if you want to then go and make changes to that preset. Or you could just go straight into party manager and just build your team just for a one-off. And you don't have to fuck with any of your presets to do it. So I think that this is the system I'm going to build. This is the system we're going to build. Okay, so we want to start with our inventory. Where the frick is my canvas? There it is. I have an inventory. It doesn't have anything on it. These are going to be our tabs. So we can put them in here. But wait, I made a mistake. What anybody in the class? Raise your hand. Anybody see what mistake I made? What is a mistake? Going once, going twice. Anyone going for once, going twice? Anybody? No, nobody bought it. Okay, that's fine. I'll tell you then. I'll fucking tell you. The mistake I made is we're not having separate pages anymore for individual inventory items. We're going to split the screen. That's the mistake I made. So what we should really do, for now, we're just going to say left. Inventory has left and right. That is what we are doing. We're not going to categorize it like that. It breaks everything. It breaks this whole system that I designed in the design document. It's very naughty of me. I refuse to accept it. Right, okay, so we're going to close start just so we can see what we're doing. There you go. There's a lovely screen. And typically it's good to use thirds. It's just like aesthetically pleasing, and it's just, I don't know, there's something weird about thirds, right? There's a rule in photography about thirds and everything. So if we can get a third of this screen, let's use our calculatory. So what we want to do here is we want to make a raw image, and we're just going to divide the screen into 2 parts. So what I'll do for now, let's make the left side green and the right side red. Let me cook. Don't you worry about it. So our left is green. Actually, if we go from here, Unity has a little snapping tool. So we can... You fucking bit! Sorry. Not sorry. It does have a snapping tool, but for some reason it's not working. Is that it? That's not it. Is that it? Oh, well, fuck you, Unity. I mean... It's fine. But I thought it snapped to the edges if you did that, but apparently I'm wrong. As always. Always wrong. Don't listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. Full of shit. Alright. All I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the third of the screen. Now, it's looking like a weird Colombian flag or something right now. I don't know if that's Colombia, but it definitely looks like a flag. Don't worry about that. This is a global game. It's not just for the Colombians. I don't even know if that's Colombia. Don't look it up. You've got stuff to do. No, we're not looking. We don't care about flags right now. What we care about is mathematically calculating how big is a third. So we need to get our calculator. How big is a third of 1920? Well, it's 640, you fool. So if we go into here, we should... These numbers don't make any fucking sense. I'll tell you what we'll do, I'll show you a trick. I'll show you a trick. If you're like me and you haven't a clue what you're doing, just do this. And what we do is you do 1920, you do 1080, and then you get your canvas right. Then you can do your 640 in here like this. And now you've got a third. And then so what you can do is you can make that whatever colour you want. The power of pink. The power of pink. The power of pink. Now we know that this is a third and this is 2/3. I think that looks good. I'm liking it. So what we can do now is, I mean, it doesn't need to be that big, right? We can just make it whatever, 192 by 108. Same ratio. Same fucking ratio in it. Pink doesn't show up very much. Let me just change that. Fucking pink. The fuck is this? There. Still kind of pink. I don't know why we're doing pink. It just felt right. You know, you just gotta go with your gut sometimes. Sometimes the game dev gods just take over and you just can't do anything about it. You just gotta go with it. Just let them take over. You just relax and take it like a man. Alright, so we're gonna do third guide. I'm gonna call this third guide V. Vertical guide, right? Third guide. We can reuse this. We can reuse this if we want. Are you impressed? You better be. You fucking better be. This is good stuff, this. Alright, are you watching? What the fuck did I delete? Everything. I didn't mean to do that. Where's my... What the fuck am I even on? Right there. Just here. Get that one. What you do is you get that one. I've fucked my left and right now. Oh, god damn it. I fucked my left and right. It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright. We type third. Third guide. It's not green anymore. It's white. There we go. Now we've got the pink. You see it? You see it? Right. And what we should be able to do is 1920 by 1080 at 00 should give us exactly a screen. There it is. Look at that. So now that's not left. That's guide now. And then what we do is we make a new raw image. And we'll make this one green. And now we can just greenify it, you know what I mean? So we go 00. What the fuck? Is it centering the... What the hell? How is that... It's... I am so confused. Yeah, I don't understand Unity's fucking maths here. It's kind of bullshit. We can even make it see-through. Look at this. So we can place it exactly... Oh, that's not quite big enough, that is it? So we'll grow it. Oh! Bob's your uncle. Alright, we've got our first third there. And then we can put the rest of it in this half. Well, it's not a half, it's 2/3, isn't it? It's 2/3, that's right. Alright, so this is our left. And then we can make our right. You gotta fight for your rights. For 2/3. Yeah, 2/3, motherfucker, 2/3. Okay, we are. What the fuck? What am I? Where is it? Where's my blue? Where's me fucking blue? Where's me blue? Oi, Unity. Where's my fucking blue? What have you done to my blue? This is some bullshit. Where's my fucking blue? What is happening? It's doing this shit again. Oh, I swear to God, I fucking Unity. Oh. Just ignore, right? Sometimes it's very naughty. You just gotta. Fuck you, Unity. You gotta let it know it's boss. It's like a dog. Alright? No biscuit for you, you little bitch. Alright. Don't praise it when it's naughty, whatever you do. Don't let it piss on the carpet either. Right. So, now we've got our blue, we've got a green, our third, now 2/3. We can even see that in game view, look. Ooh, it's definitely looking like a weird, some kind of weird cultist flag. I like it. I like it a lot. It's giving me flashbacks to Nam. I wasn't actually in Nam. I was talking about the films. You know, I've seen a few Nam films in my time, you know how it is. I'm just going to take it that way a little bit. I don't know. Alright, this inventory is looking fantastic. I don't know about you, but I'm loving it. Look at this. So colourful. Right, so we've got our two sides. We're going to call this one right so we know where we're putting things. But it's not right, is it? This is going to be... It's not right. It's alright. Right, well, no, we'll do... Right, we can do... Right, let's try and be professional. We'll call this a right panel. And then we can call this left panel. Alright, and now we're looking pretty fucking professional, aren't we? Apart from the fact that I just F-bombed for no fucking reason. Because I'm uncouth! Right, and we could even give this a nice gradient background if we wanted to. I don't know what we'd go for. We could get stable diffusion on the job if we wanted to. I don't know. What's our theme? Our theme is battling online discourse. What would your inventory be? It would probably be... Where are you storing things in internet land? It's some kind of cloud, right? So you know what? That's kind of fun, actually, isn't it? Should we do a... Let's see what stability matrix does. I know this is not really the code, but it looks nice. We'll let that... We're going to do some cloudy ass background shit. All right, it's going to look great. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that yet, but we will do that. All right, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Now what we want to do is we want to create a container which is going to have a grid on it, which shows our items itself. So I'm going to say, I don't know, create empty items grid. Oh, I like that. Items grid. Alright, so what do we want on our items grid? Well, we need a grid, for one thing, grid layout group. Alright, and we're going to need some items to display. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop some makeshift icons in here. So we've got some icons now that we can play with. Because I like playing with things. Not that. Alright, get that. No, get that out of your mind. Alright, we're playing with these. Look, these nice little shiny things that I made. And these are all our materials, right? These are going to be our leveling mats. Okay, and we're going to zoom right out. So at the moment we just got a big stack of them, right? It looks like a fucking phone screen, doesn't it? That's good though. That's kind of our theme, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Alright, now we have got a downside of this. I need to think about this. Okay, there is an issue. I'm seeing an issue already. The issue is that our follow icon it's not really an issue. But our follow icon is 186 by 250, right? Because it's S is skill, these are skill mats. A is armor, so these are armor mats. But if we load an armor mat, you'll see it's a different dimension. What grid view is going to do is going to make them all very square. So we need to make an informed decision now about, do we want them to be squarified? I don't. So how do we fix this? I'll show you what we do. Okay, what we do is we find the nearest squarification, which is a word I just made up. It's a very well-known word that I just made up. And the squarification of 247 is 247. I know it's a lot of... You'll get used to it, don't worry. It's very hard maths. But basically you want to take the one dimension and then put it in the other one. But don't go the wrong way or you'll end up cropping it off, right? Make sure you do it the right way around. I'm going to cut this phone off. Could be an important call. Alright, so that's the telephone. This one is a Wi-Fi. And once again, we want the old 247 in there. And what this will do is I'll just make sure the size of the image being loaded. I don't know why I'm saying this in an ASMR voice. But I'll just make sure it's good and square. Yeah. Alright. 250 is where we need to be on this one. And then we just give a save. So squarification in it. Squarifying it. There it is. That's squarified. And one more, one more. Taco Bell. That's not Taco Bell. Don't you dare. That's a notification bell. Don't you dare say that's Taco Bell. I checked. It's Taco Bell's got a line here, and it's slightly different, and it's wider at the bottom, so they can't sue me. All right. I fucking hope they can't. Right. Okay. So that's what our icons are gonna look like now. Isn't that nice? Now we've got our wide ones and our thin ones, and they just look a bit different, and I like that. I'm liking that a lot. All right. So that's just the icons. Now we probably want to show something like, now we can do this in several ways. Quantity, right? Like how many of these things do we have? So let me just imagine we've got more shit in here, right? Because we're probably going to have a lot of gear and stuff. And then we want to put our column count to whatever we think we want to fit in here. That's 2 columns. Let's try 5 columns. Alright, that's looking a bit better. Still looks like a 4 node, doesn't it? That's good though, because it fits in with the theme now. Right, so spacing, we'll do an 8x8, I'm feeling. Fuck it, we're going to do a 10x10. We've got plenty of space. Plenty of space. Don't even worry about it. Alright, that's pretty good, pretty good. We also need some room for some like filters and various other things, right? So you don't want to like completely cram it right up the shitter. I'm tempted to go 6 and then shrink it down. So we've got a bit of a, yeah. So you don't want too big. I think that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Alright, so this is going to be our grid. Now, you need to think about what do you want in your inventory in the grid. Because if we want more things, you either need to stack them on top. So let's say I wanted to do a quantity on here, right? So we get our Text Mesh Pro, and I have 56 of these fuckers because I've been farming like a mad bastard. Well, does this look good? You can give it an outline, I suppose. I don't know if it does. And do you want to display its name or anything like that? Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this, you know. There you go, we've got an outline there. Thickness. So we could give it an outline like that. It's alright. No, I mean, that's, yeah, it's alright, it's alright. Maybe if we bold it a bit. Oh, hey, now we're, ooh, now we're talking. Hello. Hello. Oh, would you come here often? Alright, I think something like that could work. 56 shows how many we've got. And then we just stash it on there. It goes maybe a little bit bigger than that. So whatever you decide you want it to look like, you now need to make a custom class for this particular view. And also, do we want to, because what sometimes looks good, this is why I made Stability Fusion as well, what sometimes fucking takes forever to open, so I opened it twice. Oh no, I closed both of them. What the fuck? I wasn't trying to do that. Just give me one. Alright, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry for shouting. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. No, it fucking deserves to be shouted at. Stability, piece of shit. Stability, stable, winding me up. Right. Okay. So the first thing we do is we create a prefab for this view, right? So this could be an item. Let's call it an inventory item. Shit, I was typing, do you mind? Fuck you, I didn't get my M in. Alright, there, my M's in now. Right, and then we'll call this something like txt qty for quantity. Alright. And so now it might look like that, but these might have different icons on them. Get one from the other side. Where's the other one? Let's make sure they all look good. I don't like that these, it's because we've got loads of materials with the word material, and these are materials as in farming materials, so they get all jumbled up. It looks a little bit wiggledy-piggledy, but there's a little bit wiggledy-piggledy. Now what you might think, you might prefer to have it not over the top like that, you might prefer to have it offset. We can do that as well. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I think it's, I feel like it's hard to see. Depending on the icon, it's not the easiest thing to read. Alright, so if we wanted to do the quantity above or beneath, there's a few things we could do. First, we've got to decide whether we want the number above or beneath. And do we want to center it to the thing? I think it looks better. It's a lot easier to read. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make room for this now, because our grid view... Here's what happens if we don't. Is when you get at your second row is overlapping your first row. So you want to go back to your grid and just make sure you leave enough space. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. What's tripping me out? It's because they're all at a weird angle. They're like, oh. I'm liking it though. I feel like I've taken some acid. On top of the heroin I just had. No, I'm joking. Alright, so we are looking good, I think. So we now have a prefab that we can make. So we want to go into our prefabs folder and drop that in. I said get in there, you little bitch. There we go. Now we've got it. It goes blue. You know you've done it right because it goes blue. Because then what we can do is we can give our script this prefab and then we can tell it to load one for each whatever the hell we're on, right? Alright, that is looking pretty good. What I might want to do is on me stable diffusion, let's see what we can do. I want like clouds, simple, anime style. Mystical. Let's go with that. Alright, 26. Give me 712 by 712. Actually, we might want to do the 1024, but it might kill my... Fuck it. Let's go. Let's live dangerously. Alright, let's see what we get. The reason I'm doing this is so I can create grid slots to hold the items in. Like visually. We don't have to. Is that a fucking monster? No, it's a big spike. That could be a spike in viewers. You know, internet culture and that. That could be a spike in viewers. Alright. That looks weird as frick. Mystical. Does it think mystical things are spiky? Maybe they are. Yeah, I might not bother with the grid squares. We could also rotate the quantity so it like kind of lines up with the icon a bit more if we wanted to, but not every icon's gonna have like a weird thing on it like that. This one is down here. Follow. Like, where's my like? Like and subscribe. Alright, so it'll look a bit like that. Yeah, ooh, that is wiggledy piggledy, isn't it? It's like everything's falling out. It's like, ooh, if we hit a bump in the road, I'm gonna lose all this. It's because I did a different angle on the skill materials over the armor materials. I don't know. That is actually breaking my brain. It looks, I can't tell what direction anything's going, and it's actually breaking my brain. So what this is why I wanted to do the background. So what we could do just to get an idea. Did I only make one of them? I thought I was making like 50 or something. You dickhead. I thought I was making several. We'll use this for now, just so I can see what it looks like with a background. So I'm going to go in, we'll just drop it in here for now. That one's better. Alright, now we can go to our inventory grid, right panel. Give it an ominous, ooh, an ominous look. Okay, and then what we would probably do is grab this grid and duplicate it so that we have the same dimensions and shit, and then we want to make raw, I'll stick with raw image. And then let's say these are our slots, right? And let's say we want to go blue or something. Dark, devious blue. We can make rounded shapes or whatever, like round the corners off. This is just to get an idea. Right. But also, do you want the slots like that? It's no better, is it? Do you want the yeah, no, it's those icons. I needed to make them head on, otherwise it breaks my brain. Well, there you go, this is why we do this. We're learning. We've learned that we've wasted all our time. And we're useless. We're meaningless. This is wasting our time. It's fine. What we'll do, we'll remake these. We just got to make sure we capture them head on. So this telephone probably wants to be more central like that. It looks so much better. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. All right, we've got to bloody do these again. Where's this? This is good. It's good learning experience. All right, so there's our telephone. Let's close that. Close that. Close that. 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 Shut up. That. That. Shut up. That. Shut up. New. Paste. Alright, get rid of the background. It's a bit dim in it. Do we like how dim it is? I mean, this is dial up, I guess, so it wants to be kind of dim. Jeez, that's glimmering dim, that, innit? Let's brighten it up a bit. Poor sod. It's got enough issues being the low quality matte without having to look that dismal. Yeah, I'm gonna brighten him up. He looks really sad. He's supposed to be like a little bit sad. Also, I was wondering. Okay, I was also wondering if I should do like a color coded thing, because that's always good to do as well, right? So essentially, what we have is small, medium, and large in skill mats and armor mats, right? So if you think about games like Genshin, right? Genshin will have blue means 3-star, purple means 4-star, gold means 5-star. It's that kind of shit, right? We don't have to use the same colours as them. In fact, I'm thinking I might use this yellow one to indicate the lowest size. But if I make them consistent in colours, then that will sort of help the player out a little bit. Because you make these connections even without realizing them. Where is my materials folder? There it is. Okay. Brighten the phone up a bit. Nice. Brighten that yellow up a bit. There we go. That's looking much better. You have to look so dim. Glub and glim and dismal. What, we making wuthering waves? Fucking hell. Alright, that's looking much better. Oh, look at how happy he looks. Bless him. He's so happy right now. Okay, now, again, we want to squarify him. So he probably wants to be at about 250 by 250, something like that. 220 will do it. Alright, so we're doing 220. Then we're canvassing and squarifying him up to 220. And then we'll save that one over the top of the other one. And Unity will just go and update all those icons, but we just got to do them all now. So this is going to be our dial up. This is our low level mat. And now we're looking at it head on. Alright, so we're going to go back to here. And we want to look at our... We want to look at our smallest... What's that one? I'm fucking losing the plot here. That one's armor, I think. Yeah, so we want to do our smallest skill mat, which is, let me think. Bell is subscribe, that's the biggest. Feet is follow, that's the second biggest. Thumb is the smallest, which is a follow. So open our follow. Wait, what the fuck happened there? Wait, what is happening? Logo thumb, where'd he go? He's there. He's there somewhere. Hello? You alright, mate? Why can't we see you? What the fuck? Why are you invisible? He's shy, bless him. Wait, whoa! Where the fuck did that go? Okay, I'm not sure why. He only appears when we put him... He's like Dracula. He only appears when we put him on top. I mean, you know, I'm not. No, we're not gonna make a dirty joke. It's not why we're here, right? 40. I mean, that's in a good place, but why can't we see the fucker? I am so confused. Also, it's not the right shit. Oh, I reshaped it though, didn't I? Ah, bollocky, bollocky, bollocks. Yeah, we used the same round cube. Alright, what I'm going to need to do is duplicate this round cube. And we'll call that skill cube. And we'll call this one armor cube. Now the armor mats are going to be wide. It's the skill cube we're doing now which wants to be thinner. Right, where did Mr. Thumbs go? He's up there somewhere. Don't you give me the finger, you motherfucker. Right, this is a mess, this. This is a mess. Let's go back into 3D Exchange, because I didn't center it, that's why. Let's do this part again. Ah, why does this always happen? Right, there's our little thumb guy. We're going to center him. There he is. And we'll export him again. We'll overwrite the other one. This is why I can't grab hold of him, because he's like... Why didn't it ask me if I wanted to overwrite it though? Where did you export that to? Well, that should be where the other one was. Did he have a different name? Like icon thumb. What is happening? Yeah, no, there's a logo thumb. Yeah, there's a logo thumb. Maybe I need to overwrite logo thumb. He's gonna go... He's gonna go like somewhere over the rainbow anyway, because... There he is. Because we should... Right, stand up. Like a big boy. Come on. What are you fucking doing down there, you little shit? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you a glove or a mitten? There you go. Man, it took me forever to make him erect. He was squished down. I had to erect. I had to... Come on. You can do it. There you go. There you go. It's getting big now, isn't it? Oh, what is this? Why is the Why is this here? It should be up here. I centered you, you little shit. Why are you making my life so hard? Alright, fuck you, thumb. Stick it up your ass. Right, we'll get rid of thumb. And we'll get rid of logo thumb. I'm going to start from the beginning because this is driving me insane. Alright, we're going to do it again. Logo. Thumb. Go, 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 go. There he is. Where's your... Why? Why are you there? Why? I centered you, you little shit. Oh, I hate this guy. This guy's such a bitch. He's such a prick. What an asshole. What's he doing down there? I don't know why this is happening. I centered it, didn't I? Align to center. That's what that means. Why are you not doing it? You fucker. Oh, it just wants to torture me. It just likes torturing me. Wait, look, it's on like a weird pivot. What the fuck? It should be in the middle. I genuinely don't understand what is happening right now. That should center the fucking object. Where's my dummy? Yeah, that is centered. That's what the dummy represents. So we can see he's right at the center. So why is Unity being a little bitch? I don't know why Unity's being a bitch. Yes! Unity re-import it. Oh my god, Unity! What the fuck are you doing to me? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna have to work with it like this because it's just not fucking being... He's being a little fucking twat face. I don't know why. Why is that there? It doesn't make any sense though, that's the thing. What are his children at? 0, 0, 0? Yeah, so they should be right in the center. So why is he off kilter like that? Doesn't make any sense. It did when he wasn't centered, but he's centered now. It's just so hard to control it all the way down there. Also, why are we not seeing through this fucking thing anymore? We did, didn't we? With the other one. Maybe that was stuck on top. I think it had to have been. Where's he gone now? Oi! Thumb boy, where are you? Oh, there you are. Right. Oh my god, this thumb is such a wanker. Should have been a fucking hand doing that, because that's what he is. Not a thumb. He deserves to be a thumbs up. You're not a thumbs up, you're a fucking wanker. Right, alright, we've got to... We want to change the material to logo material, so he's the same color as the other one, and he's just as bright. I'm not feeling very thumbs up right now. I gotta be honest, mate. All right, whatever. We'll get that one. All right. This way the colors like line up, you know what I mean? I'm thinking. Alright. What was he? 220. He's 220. Squarify him. What? I made a mistake. Right, undo, step backwards. It's because now he's tall, so he wants to be 220 high. I must have done width by mistake. So that when we 225 him, there you go. So you are the new thumbs up. Congratulations, you were a bitch. I hate you. Alright, whatever. Don't fucking thumbs me up, you little... Right, alright, so back in Unity. We're gonna be all fucking down, aren't we? Right. So now we can change the colour. So get rid of the thumb. So we need the middle one now. What's our middle one? Our middle one is for skills. It is... I'm so fucking lost. A thumbs up is part of... likes and subscribes and all that shit, so it would be the follow, so it would be the feet. So let's just grab the feet and push them out, I guess. The feet are in a weird ass place as well. But now we want a different color, right? Because now we're doing... So what I'll do, because we need to... We might need that color back. Although we've done the lower ones already, so we shouldn't need to. Yeah, true. True, true. True and real. Alright, so we got our logo... No, not logo material. Cube gray material. And now we can find a different color. So if we do yellow as low level, we could do like a cyan color for medium, and maybe like a pink for the high end one, or like a red or something. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. I just did something I didn't need to do. Right, 220 in the height. Squarify him. Now it just seems like I went through a lot of effort to make these 3D and they don't even really look 3D anymore. They'll look fine. They'll look alright. Like the subtle little things are there. It's just difficult to see it right now. Can I see the wood for the feet? Right. It looks better there though, doesn't it? For some reason. Feels like it's lost all of its definition now. Like there it looks like it's made of plastic and it's all, ooh, it looks nice, but there, I don't know, it looks kind of shit. Also, I was making them slightly transparent before, but I haven't done that this time, but we'll figure that out. Actually, I could make it transparent in Unity, so that would be better just to do it in there if I was going to do that. Because then you got some control over it after the fact. Right, so we are doing armor cube with the same color. That should now have that color, yes. And we're not using feet. Our second tier of armor is iDLE, which is the Wi-Fi logo. There it is. I don't know why I have to do this to look at it properly, but I do. It's because of the big screen, you see. There we go. So it helps to be a little bit further back. I could just do that, of course, but I'm a fucking idiot. Right, alright, let's go. Oh, that's looking rather handsome, that one. I'm not really into internet icons, you know what I mean, but might have to make an exception here. Right, inverse crop 220 is what we want. No, this is the wide one, so we need our 220 on the width. You have to put it in the right one, otherwise it's not going to squarify correctly. There we go. For some reason that's giving me like first aid kit vibes. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I think these are looking better. He's looking better already. Right. So our next one, I can't believe we're still doing fucking icons. I feel like all I've done for the whole week is fucking icons. I'm so sick of making icons. That's all I do now. I may as well just be Mr. Icon. Mr. Icon, make an icon for me. Fuck off! Make one yourself, you fucker. And stop singing! Alright, this one is the fastest of internet armors. Maybe we can spike him up a bit. We went a bit too far. We flew too close to the sun. And now we burnt our eyebrows off. That's looking a lot better. And I'm thinking like a pinky colour, you know? Like kinky as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the spot. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. There's one sexy icon. Right. Image size 220 on the old height. Squarify it. Okay, we did it. It's fine. I didn't mean to turn it into a velociraptor. Happens from time to time. It's my prehistoric alpha manliness. That's what that is. In case you were wondering. It's very difficult to control sometimes. Right. So, we're looking good. We just need one more now, right? Which is our... Did I do... Wait, hang on. That was the wrong shape. That was the wrong shape for him. I fucked that up. I fucked that really badly. Wait, are we sure? Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Oh, I'm actually... My brain's breaking now. Also, where's the rest of my... Oh, there they are. What the fuck is Alphonse? Who's this? Oh, I like that one though. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's looking rather sick, isn't it? But really, I just want clouds. So there's some nice clouds here. Because, see, my idea with that is that your storage is on the cloud. Because you're fighting internet thingy. So it's like, when you go into your inventory, you're actually kind of accessing the cloud. So I think maybe this one is the best one to use. Whoa, don't shout! Alright, can we... Whoa, can we get back to what we were doing? I got distracted there. Oh, I also need to make sure I'm right about that though. Yeah, hang on. Right, let's think about this. Oh, I'm so fucking confused now. I think I saved my original icons. Did I save them in here? Okay, I saved those ones. Right, so the bell, right, the bell, that's what I thought, right? Yeah, the of course. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely, this should be it. This should be it. Yeah, the fat ones should be the armor ones. And the skinny ones should be the character ones. So I did get that wrong. But I should have done, it's too late now. It's too late now, you've gone and fucked it all up. It's fine, it's fine. Why am I saving it at like 6 billion resolution? What the fuck? What is this, Monster Hunter? I'm gonna use textures of that size in here. 250. So this one's a width one. 220. Jesus. It's only a web build, mate. Mate. What are you playing at, mate? Eh? You trying to blow people's computers up? Or what? That's an act of terrorism. Right. We are doing great. Despite all the screaming and mourning. That's not me saying that you are doing well, actually. If you're not emotionally invested in what you're doing, then I don't know why you're doing it. I just don't even know why you're doing it. If you're not tickled pink by your daily activities, then you're missing out. Right. What? Fucking concentrate on what you're doing, you moron. You moron. Right. All right. What we're doing. So I'm so lost. I can't remember where we're up to. I'm so lost. Are we going back? Are we going up or down? I can't remember. We're going up, right? So this should be the highest. I'm so fucking confused right now. I got so sidetracked there. Inventory icons, materials. Right, let's see them. So we did that one. We did that one. So now we've only got this one left. Right, yeah, so it's the highest character upgrade material. The highest character upgrade material would be, I've forgotten already. Is it? It's the bell. I'm such an idiot. It's literally right there. It's a fucking bell, you bell. What a bell. Such a bell. Come this way. Come this way, please. Bell. Don't make me move the camera. You're going to make me move the camera, you little fuck. Just because you've reminded people of food, I mean, you get to do that. And I think it's the right colour, right? Is there any way to make that look less like Taco Bell? Not really. It is what it is. Bring on the fucking lies, that's what I say. Right, let's go. Let's see him. Give it your best. Send your best Saul Goodman after me. Bad publicity is good publicity. Just ask Koyo. Right. Delete that. Crop it. 228. Squarify. Save it. Save it. No, what are you doing? Why? What is happening? Why? Why'd you make me go and... What? Where am I? Oh my god, I'm so lost. Why are you doing this to me? There, you little bitch. Right, overwrite that one. Alright. Go. Unity. Unity. Fucking hell, that took all day. Right, can we see the new inventory? I've lost it now. Where is it? Oh my god. It's like I'm on my phone. Is that a good thing though? Right, that's a good thing. Is that a good thing? I don't know. How are we feeling about this? It's much better, right? It doesn't make me want to jump out the window. Maybe it does, but for a different reason. Because I feel like someone's forcing me to use a phone, which always makes me want to jump out the window. But aside from that, now I feel like we've got a lot more room. Yeah, 2 seconds. We've got a bit more room to push that down, so it's a little bit closer to the thing it represents. I think we're good. I think we're looking good. All right, I need to go see my mom, see what she wants. Oh. he's talking a bit better, you know. It's a big sign of it, isn't it? Well, of course you're going to worry, aren't you? You're going to think the worst. Oh yeah, he's pretty out of it.
I'm not coming back. I went here later. I said, I'm not coming back tonight. I said, because you look as though you're going to be out of it for the night. There's no point. I mean, I said, I normally
you can't help him.
I normally come back.
Probably needs to sleep it off.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said. It's like a defence system inside. You know?
Probably help the antibiotics. They could get a hold as well.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll put the quantity there. Yeah, I'll have a look when I get a chance.
Maybe tomorrow sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I have to. And I'll put a bit more spacing on there as well. So we've got 12, 12. Wait, what is that? That's the panel. That's the grid we want to move over. Yeah, I want to try that other background as well. Where's the other background gone? That was on here, right? Yeah, that one. Oh, I like that. It is very, obviously it looks very fawn-like, but that's kind of the point, right? It does look very fawn-like. It looks very fawn-like. Okay, another thing we might want to do is, because we don't know how many items are going to be collected by the player, we want to make sure we've got a scroll bar on it. So if we go to UI scroll view, this will create a scrollable view for us. Why the fuck is it made it that big? What is with that scroll bar? Holy shit, that is one huge ass scroll bar. Okay, so it's kind of size it to the... Okay. Alright, I'm just going to shape it to the area we want to scroll. Now we're not going to have a horizontal scroll bar, so it asks you what you want here. So we want only vertical, and we can get rid of the horizontal scroll bar completely, and then we can stretch that out so that it goes to there. So we want to allow. We're going to need a section here for like filters and whatever else we want now. So our inventory view is going to be something like that. Okay, then in viewport content, we can get rid of content and drop our content, which in this case is the items grid, because we don't want to scroll the background onto viewport. Also, we might not want that kind of effect, so we can either make it black or completely transparent if we wanted to. I think black's okay. It is looking very app-like. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Very app-like. Do we want the scroll bar on the right as well, or do we want it on the left? I think the right's fine. Yeah, I also feel like it's a little bit cramped as well, so I'm just gonna push it this way a bit and that way a bit. take the content, which is our items grid, and just push it this way a little bit more. Okay, now we can test that. By adding some more in. And we just hit play and make sure that it's, yeah, it's not working at all. Okay, why is that? I think it's because what we need is a vertical content size fitter. And vertical wants to be preferred size. There we go. No. Maybe that's what we want on the viewport, maybe? I'll take off there then, chill out. Parent has a type of layout group component. A child of a layout group should not have a content size fitter component, since it should be driven by the layout group. Yeah, well, I would normally put it on there anyway. I don't know why this isn't working. These can be a little bit awkward sometimes. That's why it's good to get it set up now. Oh, why are you doing this to me? Bottom to top. Handle. Image background. Handle rect. Oh my god, scroll rect. Oh, content none. There we go. Oh, it's because I deleted content and it was already set up. That's why. There we go. That's slightly off. Okay, so the reason, yeah, this is an issue. So the reason our numbers are missing is because we went outside of the bounds of the grid layout. Okay. Fuckity fuck. So what we need to do instead is on the prefab. So basically it's going to look, if you look at the rect transform, that's the size, and it won't let us change it because it's driven by grid layout. And the reason why is because our raw image is there, right? So what we need to do is duplicate the raw image and make it a child. We can then delete that child. We want to unpack this prefab because it's no longer a prefab. We just want it to be a raw image. So we'll put image icon on here. Then we can get rid of that image. And everything disappears. Why? Oh, because it's probably somewhere else. It's over there. There we go. So now we can move it within wherever we want it to be within the square. So wherever, right, the square we now need to be bigger. So if we add like 20 and make it 120, our thing can come down to like, let's say 20. So what we want to do is look at the rect transform, which is this size here, and make sure our icon sits within that square, and make sure our text sits also within that square. There we go. And that way, when we make 1,000,000 of them and we need to scroll, it should include the bounds. There you go. We can see how many now right at the top, because it's taken that space into account. We can also, oh, I thought we could. No, should be alright. Am I happy with that? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So why does that take the scroll bar with it? There we go. So I'm going to give it a bit more space there as well. I don't know whether they look a bit too crammed next to each other like that. They do a little bit. Yeah, those icons are separate. So if you look now, the icon is out of bounds from the container, so we need to contain it better. Yeah, that looks better. It doesn't look as crammed. But does the icon look squished now? It looks very square. Mind you, that icon was supposed to be fatter anyway though, right? What does the thinner icon look like? We can't see because we added too many. Yeah, that does look thinner. No, that looks pretty good. I feel like that looks better. Yeah, I think the quantity is a little bit close to the icon now, though. Now that we see like the upper bounds of it, so I'm just gonna go and make a bit more space for that. So you really want to perfect this, because like you're gonna be staring at it for the rest of the game. Hello, Pika. And so you will regret it if you don't get this part right. And you're not happy with that. Okay, that looks much better, I think. I don't know whether to do like 2 modes. See, my current instinct for an inventory that's laid out like this is to make this panel a descriptive panel. So as I hover my mouse over my inventory icons, it gives me like the description and a bigger view of it. So we've got room for that here. The problem with that is if I'm going to do this, which is to make this side the equipper, then I have nowhere to display maybe I still display it there though. I'm just trying to think, how would that feel? So if I go and click the head, then I go over to the head, and as I go to the head, this, I could do it as a floaty, I guess, on the left side. Yeah, I think it wouldn't look too bad if it was a floaty on the left side. Okay, it needs to be a floaty on the left side. Oh, here we go. In tough, 98, might be new level. Might be the new level for tough. No, it's 100. Pretty sure I'm 100. I think I am. Oh, Pika, why are you making me log in? I am 1,000,000% sure that it's 100, because 99 is a weird number, right? You stopped getting XP though. I've got an update. 4.8 gig. Why would you be capped though? I can't see them capping you 1 level beyond the max. That doesn't really sound logical. It sounds more like they would cap you at like 10 levels at a time or something if they were going to do that. That's what I would expect. Right, so I want a floaty that's going to give me the overall description. So what we need to do now is we're going to make, on the left panel, we're going to make a I'm going to make an object called float descript, and what float descript is going to do is it's going to give us a description of the item that we're on. And this is a function I can, well, I suppose we could use it in both gear equipped. Yeah, we could use it in both gear equipped and normal inventory view, I guess. So I'm going to start by adding a raw image component, and I'm going to get one of our icons. So let's say it's that one there. And I think I want the name of it. So we have a potential for an item name. An item tagline. And an item description. Probably best to put auto size for item name. Tagline wants to be that one. It's image icon. No, I might not get to 100 anytime soon since the XP bonus stopped for me, but I'm currently just over 6 million XP into level 98 in TOF. I don't know how much it takes. Well, there's no rush. There's no hurry to do it. It doesn't do anything. It'll get you up one level. Okay, I don't know what the update's about. Almost looks like a Google Play button. Yeah, I think we can pad some of that out a bit more. So it starts with name, then it's tagline, then it's icon, then it's description. So I can just kind of space this out a bit more. Like that. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do here is make like a shape for this, because at the moment that looks a bit you know, it's a bit hideous. So what we can do is we can get a shape for it by just taking a quick screenshot, send that into Photoshop. Oh, we didn't go far enough. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know what happened the first time. So now we can sort of grab that and crop it. We can grab that and crop it, and we want to give it a white color. And then what we can do is we can go into shapes. 2 new events in War, both permanent. Yeah, being in War, I can't be asked for that. I looked in War last night and today, and I'm just like, I look at this stuff and I'm just like, I just can't be asked with any of this. I really can't. I know there's a couple of days left on a couple of them. I'll probably log on and try to do some. I'm still like 30 pulls away from getting a 50-50. But I just can't be bothered with any of it. It's just, ugh. Just not feeling it. It's just, that game has become so grindy. So Photoshop lets us pick a, I mean, we want to go up as well and upscale it slightly because, yeah, otherwise we'll get like render issues. And what we can do is we can change the radius in Photoshop of how, oh, does that not do it after the fact? Really? That is so surprising. That's kind of stupid, actually. Radius is 94 pixels. So it's like, how rounded do you want it to be? So I think it wants to be less than 94 but more than 4, so we'll try 16. Yeah, that's just a little bit nicer. This is to give it a little bit of a roundedness to it. I think what we can do is rasterize that. What the fuck is it doing? Okay, that's really weird. And then we could even do like a slight gradient to it. So what's good to do is to get a shape like this. There we go. And to give it something like that, right? That way we can add whatever color we want to it and then apply it to a control or whatever. So I'm just going to go into UI and call this one. It was something like float description or something. Float des panel. Then we can go into this and apply that. There we go. And you see how much nicer that looks. Shit, we can't be running it or it won't apply. Oh, don't tell me I did all that in runtime! Oh my god, I was running the whole time. I lost it all. Fuck! I gotta fucking start again now. Why is Unity like this? I swear to god, this makes me so fucking mad. Fucking piece of shit. Right, float descript. We want a raw image. What I just made for it. Now I'm really in trouble because I don't know what size it was. Fucking piece of shit. Right, it's probably going to roughly be about that size. We had like an interesting colour for it as well, which I've lost now. Quite like the colour that it was. Something like that, I think. Oh, I'm so fucking mad. Do all that again. See, that doesn't look right to me. I'm sure that I had a much taller one than that. Let's take a look at the dimensions on here because Unity fucks this up sometimes. It's supposed to be 400 by 452. So that's the aspect ratio of it. It was slightly squished compared to what it was supposed to be. It still doesn't look right to me. That looks way fucking taller than that. I don't know what the hell Unity's playing at. Sometimes it does this. It just makes things a weird shape and I don't know why. Right, image icon, text mesh pro. Oh god, I hate this. We do it over and over and over and over again. Like it doesn't take long enough the first fucking time. Item description. It's not description, it's item name. Item name. Auto size. Let's just do name, tagline. Don't need the word item in, they're all items anyway. Tagline. Is best fit? Is it even called best fit anymore? Is that? Yeah, I thought it would. Right, I can limit it with the vertical size function, which is nice. And then if I guess I could just use that and then take the thingy off. So I take that off. We don't want auto size, and we want item description. Yeah, I think that's looking decent. How's the project going so far? The day is close to coming to an end. Not really, but it's about time to go get some food. And then I normally don't work on this until after my late stream, and that's if I've got the energy to do it. But I really do want to get on because there's so much to do. It's coming together. It's such a long process. It's looking good though. These icons are looking pretty sick actually. And it does have a phone feel to it, but that's kind of what I was going for. Maybe it looks a bit more phone-like than I originally intended, but I think it suits the theme of the game, so I think it's fine. Okay, so we've got our controls now to display information about an item that you happen to be hovering over as well. In order to get that to work, I also need to make sure I put a button class on the icon as well, on the item type. Which I actually just think I could put a button class directly on the... I think I can just go into here. Let's unpack that. And then go to the image icon. I can just put a button class directly on there, I think. Yeah, I don't see a reason why not. So I'm going to go into my prefabs and I'm going to make the inventory item. Ooh, I already have. I have a new material. I don't think I should have that. There we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I also need a... Yeah, I need a fucking code on each inventory item as well. Unless I register the button clicks and listeners and whatnot with the scroll view, which I could do. Like I could have an inventory content class which basically allows the hover descriptions to come up on every single icon that's loaded in, regardless of whatever put it in there. That might not be a bad way to go. So I think what I want for the left side is the left side is often going to show a character that you're trying to equip inventory to, or it's going to do a tab select. So given that the girls are meant to be in the real world fighting these things on their computers, I think what would make the most sense is like a bedroom. This should be interesting. Okay, I'm probably gonna get fucking nudity here. Yeah, how did I fucking know that was going to happen? This fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Right. Not safe for work. Not safe for work. Oh my god, let me do it. Not safe for work. Nude. Oh my god, seriously? Will you let me type? Why isn't it letting me type? Okay, my computer's completely fucking dead right now. Why? Will you... Oh my god. I hate this thing. I actually hate it. And now it's like just stuck in a perpetual boob making bullshit. Is you're not creating idle guys too? Oh yeah. Well, it wouldn't do that with guys because there's nowhere near as much sexual objectification of men as there is of women. But let's not get it twisted, right? That's not all men objectifying women. Women objectify themselves. That's the part that I wish the feminists would understand. Sometimes worse than men. We did a study when I studied media. We did a study of men's magazines. So we did a study of men's magazines, which were like, you know, meant to be for gooners, and women's magazine that were meant to be for beauty and fashion and all this kind of stuff. And we counted how much female nudity there was in the men's magazines and how many. For some reason, it was part of our lesson. I don't know why. Anyway, but it was surprising the results. There was like 3 times more female nudity in the women's magazines than there was in the men's magazines. And I was like, what? But because it's all fashion and beauty and all this shit, it's like, they just put loads of nudity and stuff in it. But it's like for a different purpose. It's like, it's not like it was meant to be. I think in the women's magazines, the images weren't meant to be like, turning you on. They were meant to be like trying to get you to buy a product or whatever, do some cleansing ritual or whatever the fuck it was. So it was interesting that they weren't for the same purpose, but there was a lot more nudity in the women's magazines than there was in the men's, which was funny because like one of the main topics that men like to goon over is obviously pretty girls. So yeah, it's just weird. And they would have like these photo shoots with these like underwear models and stuff specifically for that. Okay, I fucking hate this thing. I genuinely hate this thing sometimes. Where's Python? Did it end? Finally. Not safe for work. Nude in a negative prompt. Okay. Get rid of that fucking stupid thing. Right. Oh my god. What are you doing to me? You still gotta put some fucking bitch in it. No, I just want the bedroom. Why do we have... I just want the bedroom. Also, there's something ominous about the box of tissues that she's with. Miku in bed. Now, it's hard for me to get mad at that. But still, it's not what I asked for, is it? It's funny, though. Why is it all girls in bed? I never said that she was in bed. I never even said I wanted a girl in here. I just want the bedroom. Just the girl's bedroom. Simple, anime style, modern background. Empty room. Empty room. Oh my god. I mean, it's the same for guys in that scenario. No, it's not. There's no male nudity in men's magazines. If there was, nobody would buy them. And there's not that much male nudity, or at least it didn't used to be. In the women's magazines, it's not like there was a lot of male nudity either. Yeah, it's just like, you looked at... I mean, this is years ago, right? This is fucking 20 plus years ago, but I don't imagine it's changed that much. But it was just like, if you looked at what the incentives of the magazines were about, if you were going to summarize, okay, what if you were going to summarize what is this magazine all about, this men's magazine, like it would be like, okay, the little bit of like general life advice and health and well-being, but most of it was like looking at pretty girls, reading about cars, technology, gaming, cinema, entertainment, all that stuff. And maybe a tiny little bit about like grooming, like, oh yeah, this aftershave's good and this is what you should do before you go on a date or whatever, right? But women's magazines was just like, it's just like the whole thing was just, oh my god, you've got to look good. You have to look after your skin, you have to look after this, you have to wear this, wear that, oh, you have to be seen with this, seen with that. It's all just image and like fucking, yeah, looks and shit like that. It's crazy. And then, I don't know, maybe they'd have like a little bit about like, I don't know, pets and I don't know, things like that, how to knit this or whatever the fuck, right? Little hobbies and crafts here and there. More realistic, the more these streaming companies block that content. Okay, here we go. This is what I want. Not that specifically, but it doesn't really look like a girl's bedroom though. It looks like some lonely guy's hellhole. Jesus, these are ominous bedrooms. It's like something the fucking Ring would go to. You'd expect to see that in the corner. What the fuck? Why are they all so horrifying? And why are they all blue? I said girls' bedroom. I mean, yeah, girls like blue, but like you generally see more pinks and pastel colours. All these girls tomboys or something. And I said no girl, didn't I? Well, I said something like that. Still put a fucking bitch in the bedroom. It's all just beds. Anime beds for sale. Why are they all so fucking blue? Every single one of these is blue as fuck. I might add the word pink. Okay, let's try. Maybe instead of modern, let's do pink, cute. I dread to think what's going to come out. I can't even imagine. That one could work if I color shift it. Like because what I could do is I could take one of these rooms, like let's say this one. It's kind of cute. The idea is that the girl is preparing for battle in her real bedroom, and she's battling on the computer. So her gear loadout should look like she's in a bedroom. Is my thought process behind it. But all of these are way too boy-like. But I could pinkify it, maybe, and make it look. Oh, the green's horrible though. The orange don't look too bad actually. I don't like the green. The green's fucking hideous. Like that. I guess if I do that, and then I got the wood color and then separated that. That could work. Possibly. It's better than what it was giving me. Yeah, that's literally the only half decent one. It's still kind of depressing though. Like, where's the girly stuff? Like, I thought it would like generate, I don't know, like girls like puppies and things. I don't know, put some puppies on the wall, or girls like to decorate things. I don't think. This is a depressed girl's bedroom. There's so many things wrong with this image. The headboard's not against the wall, so she's got the foot of the bed against the wall, so people could walk behind her in bed, which is like a big no-no. You also never put your bed where you can't see the door, because like, I don't know, it's just, it's an instinctive thing, right? You always put your bed so you can see the door in case somebody comes in. It's like probably comes from like tribal instincts and stuff. You always face the entrance of the cave or whatever, so no one can sneak up on you in the dark. Well, this bitch has got the foot of the bed against the wall and fucking gap between the headboard and the wall. It's insane. I wouldn't sleep in that fucking bed. Bedroom will also have their makeup set. Well, yeah, but it depends where the camera's first, and you might not see that necessarily. Decorated. Posters. Flowers. Cute animals. I don't fucking know. Let's see what it gives us now. I dread to think. Okay, but it's stuck a girl in it. I don't want a girl in it. I don't want a girl. Oh, that's way better though. It's a shame it put a girl in it. See, that's actually fun. There you go. Why'd you put a girl in it though? I said no girl. That would have been... Oh, okay, it looks a little too young girl's room. Like, I want it to look more like... Maybe I should have put teen girl's room. Yeah, what's with all the fucking toddlers? Oh my god. Is it because I put cute animals? Teenagers have cute animals. Well, maybe they don't. I don't fucking know. I was never a teenage girl. Probably have boys all over the wall. I think that's alright. That's a bit more cozy looking. Not sure what this fucking thing is, but that's actually not too bad. The fuck is this on the bed? What the hell? Is this supposed to be a stuffed toy? Or did a fucking sacrificial lamb break into the bedroom in the middle of the night to poop on the bed? I need to know this thing. What? Why? What's with the animals in bed? I didn't say the animal was in bed. I never said that. Why are you going there, AI? Why? This one's okay. It's probably the best one we've had so far. What the hell am I getting? Stop putting girls in the room! I said empty room, didn't I? Is empty room is in there? I know it is. Empty room. What is with the freaky... I want to know what this thing is. This is a thing from people's nightmares, showing up in girls' bedrooms to haunt them. A girl's bedroom would probably have Barbie dolls in the bedroom too. Not teenage girl's bedroom, it wouldn't, Pika. Well, these are teenage girls, remember? Not 6. Although the AI seems to think they are. Alright, we'll see what this one looks like. We'll figure it out. And then I'm going to go get some food. You are my UI. Bedroom. Inventory bedroom. Inventory bedroom. You were so sweet. Inventory bedroom. You had a strange lamb in the room that wanted to eat me. Why you want to eat me, Mr. Lamb? Inventory bedroom. You don't scare me. Inventory bedroom. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Maybe I won't stretch it that much. Yeah, I quite like it. Kind of works. Yeah, and I'll be off to bed for the night too, since it's after midnight. Yes, don't stay up too late. You grit it like I do. Yeah, I don't like how squishy squashy it is, so maybe I'll unsquishy squashify it. But if we unsquishy squashify it, do we take the excess this way so it looks like that. I think so, because I like the flowers. I like the flowers. Which is more indicative of a girl's bedroom, I think. Or we could do that side. That feels off to me. Because I think it's weird how the wall blocks the sky off as well. It doesn't look as good. Or you could do centered, which would be more like that. That's okay. No, I think I like the side with the flowers on it was better. Yeah, I think that looks good. Go a bit brighter. Yeah, I think so. Now this needs moving over. Yep, me like a lot. Alright, we are one step closer as always, but there's so many steps to take. My little feet will probably fall off before we get there. But I don't want to be defeatist. Oh, I'm too funny. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this quality of humor. Alright, I'm gonna... I'm gonna get some food. You're gonna go to bed. And then we will reconvene tomorrow. And you can send me the code for this. And then we'll put it in. But yeah, basically we're going to hover over icons and we get descriptions. And eventually we're going to set this up so that we have our presets for parties. Our current party manager can send a character across to equip for gear slots. Also, we want a weapon slot on there as well. Weapon slot. And yeah, that is basically what it'll do. Yeah. No, I'm liking this. This is starting to shape up. It's looking pretty good. It's a lot of work. But I feel like it's looking good. Like you can see I haven't took shortcuts. And this is why I don't really understand why so many games have such bad interfaces. Like I think with a bit of, you know, thought and interfaces are important. I really do think so. They give the game a feel and they're functional and, you know, they're very important. I think if you can get the interface nailed down, the game's going to feel a lot better for it. Alright, see me in a future stream, not tomorrow's stream. What do you mean a future stream? You're not going to watch tomorrow's stream. Why not? What are you doing? What are you up to? Where are you going? Who are you watching? That's up to you, but I will be here nonetheless. So you know where to find me. Alright. I tried out with Bad Girl and she played okay, but in her burst, yeah, I haven't even done it. I didn't even do it the trial. But in a burst, she stood still and stopped moving until she was switched out for another character. Yeah, just I mean, Elf Girl's way more interesting anyway. Somebody posted on YouTube. What was that? How much time have you given to this field? I've been doing Unity now for like 12 years. Mostly as a hobby. But I've only really got deeply... I don't even know whether he's still there. But I've only deeply been sort of doing it on a daily basis over the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, 4 or 5 years. And that's where the real, like, learning came in. Yeah, it's... There's a lot... There's a lot of moving parts and things to consider, and I'm still learning. I never stop learning, still improving, still pushing myself further. And I think that's what I like about this is like I've taken up other skills and hobbies before, like web development and various other things, and I normally hit a brick wall. I normally get to a point where I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing new for me to learn really. I've kind of tried everything I wanted to try, and I've sort of figured it all out. And then I get bored and move on to something else. But I don't think that will ever happen with like making video games and making things in Unity, because there's just so much to learn. It's just, yeah, but that's what I like about it. It's like, and it's not endless. Obviously, there will be an end to it, but it also changes, and there are so many ways you can do it. It's like when you have this many moving parts, there are so many different ways to tackle that. I just don't think I'll ever really hit a point where I feel like I've learned everything there is to learn. So there'll always be more things you can do and try, and that's exciting to me. We all try and learn, even if roadblocks block out the way. Yep, well, you just take your time, climb over those roadblocks one step at a time. And failure is not a setback. Failure is an opportunity. All you do when you make these things is fail over and over and over again, but each time you fail, you learn how to not fail in the same place, and eventually you get so that you don't, hopefully, don't fail, and you can complete something and get it all working. But it's a lot. It really is. Alright, I'll leave it there. I'll be back in a bit. Bye.